You might have noticed just then that I was playing harmonics in two different ways. Now, in the last series, we looked at how you could play the artificial harmonics of open strings, and using this technique, you can build up chords like this. However, you are a bit tied to certain positions and notes. Now, there are a couple of techniques by which you can play the fretted notes as artificial harmonics. Now, one way is to tap firmly on the fingerboard an octave above the notes that you're fretting, a bit like this. Or another method would be to fret the note and then press lightly on the string an octave above, picking just behind the note, like this. Using this technique, it means you can build up whole chord sequences in harmonics.
We've been applying harmony to instruments, but of course harmony is important for vocals as well. Now, vocal harmonies can take many different forms depending on the style of music, the effect you're trying to create, or the number of singers in your band. And even the simplest form of harmony, just two vocals in parallel, can sound most distinctive. Remember the Everly Brothers?
I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream, dream, dream.
But perhaps more common in rock and pop vocal styles, from Motown to metal, from reggae to country and western, is 3- and 4-part harmonies, and they don't get much better than the Pointer Sisters.
To find out more about harmonies and arrangements, we talked to two of the leading exponents of American soul rock, James Ingram and Michael McDonald, helped by singer Amy Holland and producer David Pack. They spoke first of all about the parallel 3-part harmonies used on the Doobie Brothers classic, Minute by Minute.
Come on in, Amy.
My lovely wife, Amy Holland.
Thank you, dear.
You know, in the chorus of that song, has the figure on the piano is which is basically the basic figure of the whole song. You know, it's where the song kind of sits. And so it was most logical for the chorus to bring the lyric together right there. You know, 2, 3, 4. Minute by minute by minute. We didn't rehearse this before. I'll be holding on. I'll be holding on. By minute by minute by minute. Minute by minute. Maybe by minute by minute. I'll be holding on. But basically, that's the idea. You know. But that's a rhythmic use of harmonies, you know. And there's other kinds, there's the oohs and the ahs, which are just blankets. More like blankets or, you know, pads behind things. They add dimension. They give you a sense of that there's something back there that instead of just what's going on in the forefront, you know, and add dimension to a record or an arrangement.
Padding is used to provide colour and depth behind the lead voice in much the same way as a sustained sound from a synth. And as with keyboards, you've got to consider the inversion of the chords the backing vocalist is singing to leave room for the lead voice and avoid a muddy sound. Just listen to Michael McDonald and friends.
See, that's very thick sounding, but a lot of times what you can do based on this theory of strings is instead of doing the parallel harmonies, something that are that lateral and parallel, just change to a voicing more like something like that, which can sound a little strange at first. More like that, and just by moving that one interval out of the middle to the right or to the left, and just find a voicing that's pleasing that still fits the overall voicing of the song and everything. You'll find that sometimes when you put them down with the first layer, the 3 voices that'll sing these, they can sound very strange. The voices kind of rub and they're dissonant. And the minute you double them, all of a sudden they can become very beautiful. Because with violins, the reason they voice violins this way, and the reason it works, is with violins they have a natural resonant phasing quality when the three or more play together that the human voice doesn't have until you double it sometimes. Can you hit a... So, this can sound a little strange. That doubled will sound beautiful, you know. Trust me.
A slightly more complicated idea is that of pyramid harmonies, where separate voices build towards a unison peak somewhere in the song. This is a classic sound in rock. Just listen to this. But what happens if we reverse the pyramid? We'll leave you with West Coast producer David Pack using this idea to magical effect in one of his songs called Just Can't Let Go.
What we did was instead of just singing straight three parts parallel the whole time, we staggered them. We used sort of that old techniques, or one of the techniques dating back to like at the hop. You know, that sort of ba, 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 that, where the voices come in at varying intervals. And that mixed up with some ideas from James of dynamics and doing a few turns here and there that were part of his style and part of Mike's style, and blending those elements together made something completely special. 1, 2, 3. I gave to you my heart and soul. Now I just need to let you know. Something like that.